Dear friend, I kind of hate you. We've been friends for years. I remember not liking you when I met you, but I wanted to be nice. We never clicked, and there's no doubt that is why we didn't talk for so long. God knows why we ever ended up being friends again. I was probably bored. For a while, we filled a dangerous void in each other's lives. People told me to stay away from you, but I didn't. People told me not to tell you my secrets, but I did. I was probably lonely. I know you think you're better than me. I know you think you're prettier than me. Really, I think that's why you liked hanging out with me. It boosted your self-esteem, and it really didn't need boosting. Your fake self-deprecation is bullshit. You're so goddamn transparent. You fuck your friends' boyfriends to feel better about yourself and then blame it on mental illness. You have people fooled into thinking you're someone you aren't. I'll admit that's the one thing you're good at. You ruin lives. I hope you get caught, and I hope it fucking hurts. Signed, Anonymous.
Welcome, everybody, to episode 5 of Planned Brotherhood. My name is PJ. This is my brother, Nick. Nick, tell a funny joke right now.
Fuck you.
Tell a funny joke.
What would you call the Flintstones if they were black? I have no jokes. Let's continue.
Okay.
Let's talk about the fucking singing contest.
Okay. You know, well, first of all, we should introduce our guests.
Oh, yeah, guess.
We got Margaret here.
Hello.
And we got Kelly. Kelly B.
Hello.
Is there a rapper named Kelly B?
No, there's an R. Kelly.
I'm aware of R. Kelly. I've heard of his stuff, of his work. Being pissed. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, both in the same joke. So that was a good joke.
It wasn't a joke. It was just referencing something he actually did.
Okay. Well, let's reference episode 4 of our podcast. We want to thank all the emails we got in response to the singing contest declaring who the winner is. How many emails did you get, Nick?
Well, let's get the email addresses again first.
Right. It was said it 2-3 times. Nick@plannedbrotherhood.com. I am PJ at plannedbrotherhood.com. And how many emails did you receive?
I got 0.
Fucking 0. I got 0 too.
But I guess you still technically won.
Right. We got some MySpace comments that says.
So I think I saw, 3 positives for you.
Also, people from work told me that I won.
Well, people from my work and also my core friend group.
Told you that I win?
No.
Oh.
I asked them to vote for me just to get the numbers up.
And they wouldn't do it.
Even a couple people did commit to doing it and then just didn't pull through for me.
They couldn't do it.
No,
they couldn't fucking do that.
No, I was listening back, and I think it sounds like I was joking, but I had a cold last week.
It did. Oh, wow, that explains your giggling throughout the whole song. But we do appreciate the moderate amount of feedback. But please fucking email us when we tell you to email us, you jackasses.
So I feel that the singing contest was such a huge success.
Yeah, obviously.
I have no interest in doing it again, at least for the next couple of weeks. But while we do have our guests here, Margaret and Kelly, we thought, and they are very excited to have a sing-off of their own. Now, who's going to start out of the two of you?
Margaret.
Is there anything on this?
What do you mean?
Any wagers?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. What do you guys think?
A strip singing contest?
PJ, you are such a fucking perv.
I know.
And no one wants to see me naked.
And this is a radio show.
I meant me and Nick will strip for the loser.
Also, no.
I can see.
For the loser, though, that's fair punishment.
And you know what? You know, Howard Stern, people get naked on that show, and they don't care that they're not seeing it.
It's also on TV.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Fuck.
Okay. Margaret, what's your song?
We didn't come up with a wager yet.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Son of a bitch.
I know. I am
off
so
topic.
fucking... Let's go.
What, we're just going straight into the scene?
No, what's the wager?
The loser has to pick a book off that shelf and read it.
And
Yeah, there are an array of books
It's
up
Andy's
there.
book collection.
Yeah, pretty,
Andy being your extremely smart boyfriend.
Yes.
He auditioned for Jeopardy.
Yes,
Has he heard back yet?
Didn't
He
make it?
has not yet.
Oh. What, is
But
he
it
a
can
fucking
sometimes
idiot?
take up to a year.
Does he have no brain and that's why they haven't
Have
called
you
him?
hung out with Andy? That guy obviously does not have the smarts.
It's kind of true. He fakes it well, though.
He's an idiot savant, the ones that are dumb, but they're smart when it comes to something. Because Andy's not that. He's just a fucking...
Fucking all-around idiot.
Yes.
Minza Schminza. And with that, Margaret, what is your song?
I'm going to do an excerpt from Roxanne by the Police.
Roxanne!
No, PJ.
Or PJ's going
I
to.
like
to.
to step on
Oh,
everyone's
and
songs.
because Margaret has not been familiarized with the official rules, you are singing the best that you can.
The best you can. Don't try to make us laugh.
Yeah. Because I
Okay.
won't.
Okay. So should I go now?
Yes.
Roxy!
PJ, shut the... Let her do her thing.
Seriously.
I'm done.
You remind me, though, very much of Nick every time we play Rock Band together. And he's like, no, I don't want to play. And then he just sings really loudly in the background and fucking distracts you.
I actually got scolded last night when the two of us were playing Rock Band because, well, more than the two of us, but somebody was singing and they couldn't concentrate on the singing because I think it was Sabotage. When Beastie Boy Sabotage comes on, I'm going to scream like an idiot.
Okay.
Dumb. Continue.
Stupid. Whenever you're ready.
Roxanne!
You don't have to wear
Whoa,
that
whoa,
dress
whoa, 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 whoa.
tonight.
No,
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 I used
no,
it from
no,
the
no.
You
start.
don't get out of starting. You don't get out
Okay.
Yeah.
Roxanne!
All right, then will you guys shut the fuck up so I can do it?
Ready?
How dare you? I won a fucking singing contest, and if you don't want my coaching, then I don't know what to do. I guess I'll shut the fuck up.
Roxanne, do it.
Roxanne, you don't... Wait, no, I gotta start over.
Oh, no, we can't keep
No,
doing
you
that.
guys are the ones who keep fucking me up by
Can we
starting
stress-
singing.
We were
You gotta do
dead
the best you
silent.
can. This is fucking a concert.
Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right. Roxanne. See, now I heard you guys talking about Nick laughing,
Okay,
and it's hard
no,
not
you know
to.
what? You are disqualified for talking so much. That's not a fucking song. Kelly, congratulations. You didn't even have to talk into the
By
microphone.
default, I don't even have to sing.
No, I'm sorry, Margaret, but really. Put your hands over your ears if you have to. That's
Well,
the only way I got through it last time. It really is. Are you
may have fucked up your
ignoring me?
voice a little.
Are you ready?
No, and I'm gonna change my song.
What? Why? You can't change your song now. We recorded all that
Oh,
stuff.
no, we can't. Because we were just laughing.
Yeah, let's let her have one song change. I am okay with it, and I'm the competition.
Am
All
I
right,
really allowed
fair
to
enough.
smoke pot in the house?
Oh, look at her. She's ready to go. Kelly is oozing with confidence. Look at her.
No, I'm not.
Is it going to be a Kelly Clarkson song?
Whoa!
Kelly Rowland. Hey, Kelly LeBrock. Weird Science.
Kelly Ripa, I'm obnoxious. This is how we do it. This is how we do. Oh, that should be my next song. This is how we do. It's Friday night, and the
that
moon
Montel
is
Jordan?
right.
Montel Jordan, right?
Yeah.
All right, I know my shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that drove me nuts on Never Not Funny, too. Because they were singing it, but they didn't know what it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
He assumed it was Blackstreet.
No diggity.
Racist.
No doubt. Black
It's not
Street.
racist.
Is that what you call Ryan Hayde? No dickity?
Oh my god, I cannot believe you made a Ryan Hayde joke. That was so distasteful, PJ. What?
He's the guy with no dickity.
He got his penis taken off when he was a kid from some psychotic guy, and then died in a dirt bike accident or something. It was PJ's best friend, and he just made a joke about him having no dick.
No dickity.
That's a bad fucking line.
He got a lot of money.
And a power pad.
And then died.
I blew him right before he lost his penis.
Wow. That's what happens to PJ.
Usually everyone is laughing. I don't know how I'm not on.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Is she just gonna start singing now? She
Margaret, round two. Are you singing a different song?
Yeah.
We have to acknowledge.
No, I'm not gonna introduce it. I'm just gonna sing it.
But we have to acknowledge that you're singing.
Because we're gonna leave in all your false starts with the Roxanne.
That's okay. Is it recording?
You gotta
Yeah.
talk in the microphone, Nick. I'm
Okay.
new at this.
I am. I said the Roxanne thing, but it's not gonna happen. You know why? Because Nick has had the pleasure of hearing me sing that song many a time at Rock Band and get 100%.
It's been
So
a real pressure.
this is specifically in honor of Nick, the song I'm about to sing, and it may not really show my brilliant vocal range, but here I go.
Well, it has to. That's the point of the whole game.
Hey everybody, where did Mary go?
Oh, no.
Where did Mary go?
This does not even
And
count
where's
as
my
a song.
cigarette?
That sounds like
Please
disqualified.
think
Yes,
for
it
me.
is.
Hey, it's a song. It's on a fucking Stone Temple Pilots CD, and it is.
Okay, automatically
Who is
DQ.
Sonoma?
I don't know why you Stone Temple Pilots. I don't know why you disqualify
disagree.
everything I do.
I'm only DQing that because I did a Stone Temple Pilots song last week.
You did not give us any kind of fucking criteria or qualifications.
Oh, no. Kelly, you won.
Don't we have to get votes? Margaret might be more popular than I am.
Let's hear your song, Kelly.
I
Let's
gotta
hear your
get up.
song in this train wreck of episode 5.
You're getting up? You're standing up?
Yeah.
So, angling the microphone down, not such a great idea.
Actually, I'm just gonna take this off.
Oh,
She's really getting into this.
you should wrap the cord of the mic around your hand in case you want to do some fist pumping.
This is going to be explicit fast.
Can you unwrap that from your cock?
Did you guys know that Nick trims his pubes?
I did know that. You guys mentioned it in the last episode.
Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Margaret's not even gonna be here for my performance.
She's upset she lost.
Okay.
Quote Nick.
Ready?
Okay.
I don't want to laugh. Don't laugh. I'm already laughing. Okay. Ready? I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a mother. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint. I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell. I'm your dream. I'm.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Thank you.
A clear winner. All I can picture is Mel Gibson in What Women Want, listening to or singing that song, wearing pantyhose.
Yeah, because he understood women at that point.
Kelly, you had to have seen that movie, right?
No, I haven't.
You don't. You
haven't?
like the shitty girl movies? You never seen that movie?
Yeah.
Do you know the
I've seen
premise?
that movie like 4 times.
Yes, I know the premise.
He gets electrocuted in the bathtub and then
While wearing a bra and singing that song in some pantyhose.
It wasn't bad until PJ
I
couldn't
could
stop
not hold
laughing.
it in.
I just like to point that out.
Margaret and Kelly are going to tell some really embarrassing stories about Nick in lieu of the childhood stories. Because some fucked up shit happened to me when I was a kid, and I'm sick of remembering.
Margaret?
Margaret?
This isn't that embarrassing, but it's typical.
No, continue.
Why is this segment called Embarrassing Nick Stories?
Well, to be fair, you named that segment 3 seconds before we started.
But this is typical Nick. So maybe what it shows is that pretty much everything Nick does is kind of embarrassing.
I can't wait to see where you're going with this.
The very first time I met Nick was at Kelly's house. I
Kelly
was
also here. Say hello.
Yeah, hi. How you doing?
That's
Kelly
your
at the
formal
time
impression.
had a roommate named Liz.
Oh, I fucking love Liz. Liz, if you're listening, you're my favorite person in the world.
Who doesn't love Liz? She's a lovable girl.
Margaret only got quiet because she wants to Liz best, but she knows she can't because we already said her name.
Not true.
Oh, okay. Continue.
Not true at all.
with this Liz bitch? Wow.
I have no comment.
Who is Liz?
You don't know
Anyway, so
Liz? Face like a
I-
horse, Liz.
Haley and I come over with Liz, and Nick is there, and
Couldn't get rid of him for a while. Then.
and he
always around.
Yeah, he was basically stalking Kelly at the
Yeah.
time. Still is a little bit in his spare time. But he was there, and he didn't talk to me, of course, at all when I walked in until he smelled me smoking pot in the other room,
Which was
and then
immediately.
instantaneously he's glued to my side just long enough.
Glued to her side.
What?
You were there. That's
Just-
that's an
Did
exaggeration.
he accidentally
Glued.
walk in on you naked? Because that's kind of Nick's trick.
That came later. But yeah, he comes in just long enough
Speaking
to
of which,
hit.
should I tell the story? Not to interrupt yours, but do you think my roommate listens, or should I tell the story about how I saw her naked on accident?
How was that? Were you impressed? No?
No, I didn't say I was going to tell the story.
Worse, better than Margaret? No?
I've never seen Margaret naked. Margaret, have I seen you naked?
Okay.
No.
Nick and I managed to live together and never see each other naked.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw Nick naked, apparently.
I have to remind you of these awesome occasions.
All right, continue, Margaret.
Give it a few
My
seconds.
story.
Why? We're not editing anything out.
My story's
Give it a
really.
few seconds, please. Everybody with me now? 3, 2, silent one.
My story has really lost its muster now.
No. You just gotta pick up where you left off. Sorry.
But so he ignores me until I light the pipe, and then he comes immediately next to me just long enough to hit it before he disappears. So he does
had a lot of
this
social
all night
anxiety.
long, coming into the room just long enough to hit it, and then leaving again. Wouldn't talk to me, like nothing. Was so fucking
Until I went outside
awkward.
on the porch to smoke. And,
And I stalked you.
then you were like,
Yeah.
yeah. You were
Remember they
obsessed with
kept
me
trying to
from the
get us
get-go.
to go to that Northwest Royale show that night?
Yeah, NorthwestRoyale.com.
And we
maybe?
didn't know. Yeah,
that
Northwest Royale.
No,
MySpace.com/Northwest Royale.
Yes, thank you,
They're
guys.
also my top 12.
Also, MySpace.com/PlanBrotherhood. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You probably
Fantastic
already know
guys,
that
those
one.
Northwest
You're listening.
Royalers.
I'm kind of like that. I'm kind of assholeish like that. I always go downstairs to my neighbor's house and smoke pot. And then when they want to do anything else, I just tell them, no, I'm going to bed.
But while you're down there, do you actually, make eye contact and conversation?
I am not an eye contact maker in the slightest bit.
No, me
Yeah,
neither.
I
neither
don't
is
do
Nick.
that. No, I don't really make conversation either.
So you basically smoke their pot and ignore them.
Exactly. And then
You guys are
anytime,
brothers.
anytime they want to come up for a beer, I tell them, baby's sleeping, man. Can't do it. Not tonight. Kelly, your embarrassing story for Nick.
Okay, I thought in honor of your last episode that I'd tell the other time that Nick shit his pants.
This is great. I don't even know this time.
Oh, you don't know this one?
No.
Wasn't this in your same apartment
This
with
was in the
Liz?
same apartment
Yes.
with Liz, yes.
Yes.
A lot of happened there. A
Course
lot
this
of good
bitch
times.
is.
A lot of good
In fact, I
times.
think I have an embarrassing Kelly story when you're done.
I think
That
you
just
do.
reminded me of. But go ahead.
Probably the only embarrassing Kelly story.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Get near the microphone, you son of a bitch.
Kelly's got the floor.
I am bogarting it. So Nick and I went out drinking as we usually did. I'm not sure where. Probably the Hobnob.
No, it was Hell's Kitchen. And
Oh,
they,
it was-
Every time I ordered a PBR, they would
Give him an
pitcher.
entire pitcher.
They
Oh,
only charged me
wow.
for a
He was
glass.
walking around the entire night. Also at a Northwest Royale show, I believe.
Yeah.
Were you drinking out of the pitcher?
Yeah.
With the
Oh,
straw.
I hate
With
when
the straw.
people. Oh, with the straw. I hate
Yeah,
Walking
I was a
around.
total-
Yeah.
So douchebaggy.
That was
I think
also
it
the
very
night
lazy.
we didn't realize till I went to cash out and my tab was like $180.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible. For
And
you.
Mike Fleming had to pay for me. Thanks, Mike.
We don't give names.
Oh,
Hey,
Mike
if you want
F.
to,
And
if
that
you
was
want to,
complimentary.
if you want to make enemy, I work with a Mike F. What's up, fucker?
Is that what the F stands?
Mike fucker.
MF.
Go ahead.
So we go home and I go to bed because, I get drunk, go to bed. It's what I do.
You're
Nick,
done
on
with
the
games.
other hand, is out in the living room. I'm not sure if Liz is even there. I don't know.
I
She
think
wasn't
she
there
was.
most nights. Okay.
Wasn't she with Cockstar?
She could have been with Cockstar.
Was she
That's
getting,
another great story.
Brushed by her horse trainer.
You can't.
Cockstar
you can't
bad
stray.
Nick
You gotta
night.
finish the
I
rest,
know.
And then we'll go back.
Anyway,
We've got all night, Kelly.
so,
Can I get closer to Mike?
yeah,
Closer
sorry.
To you?
Sorry. We want to make out?
And then we can talk
Might
about
as
the time
well.
we almost made out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's
Oh,
so
I'm
much stuff.
off. Okay. So I go to bed and I wake up in the morning, and unbeknownst to me, Nick had vomited all over the living room. And
Oh, I cleaned up the living room mess. You found the stuff on the porch.
there was some vomit around. I was going to move shortly thereafter. I had a box full of some parts for some lighting fixtures and whatnot, and he had vomited in it. And, not that big a deal. He vomited, whatever. So I'm gone the next day doing whatever, and I find out he came over while Liz was home, convinced Liz to let him in. I mean, he didn't know Liz that well, like at that time,
I still fucking hated her.
So he convinces her to let him in with the story that you had left something there,
Yeah, I
or
remember what it was.
I'm not sure what, but really what he was doing is cleaning up his puke and shit because he had shit his pants.
You did not tell the story properly. Okay, here's what happened.
I got a question first. Are we gonna have to cut out all this Nick hating Liz and me calling Liz a horse?
No.
I want to
no,
put it
no,
on the
no.
record. I don't know who Liz is.
Okay, well, she's one of our MySpace friends.
Okay. Thanks for
You
listening.
should check her out. She doesn't listen though, so that's
Does
why
she
I
look
feel
like a
it's
horse?
Okay. Does she look like a horse? Maybe I said whore.
I think, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where the horse face came
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I made that up. Maybe
No,
I
I
met
did
her.
say horse face, and I'm only confessing because I know it's on recording. Anyway, let's tell an embarrassing Kelly story. Kelly was fucking drunk one night,
You
and
didn't even finish your shit your pants story.
oh yeah,
You
no.
shit your pants, and then you came over pretending to look for something, but really you were cleaning up your shit off the floor.
No. Okay, you've got it all wrong. I came back that night, and you had wandered off to sleep, and then I was getting ready to settle in on your couch in the living room. Hardwood floors, by the way. It's not like I ruined any carpet. But yeah, I went. I think I thought it was going to be a sneeze, and it turned out to be neither of those things. So I
I'm sorry I didn't know
vomit,
those
and I
details.
feel like liquid shit pouring out of my ass all at the same time, like standing in the living room. This show is so
I was
potty
not
humor.
privy to these details. I'm sorry I left those out. I was trying
These
to leave you your
are
dignity.
great.
Anyway,
stories.
as drunk as I was like, I need to clean this up. This is fucking absurd. And then so I did. The
That's
reason I
right,
came
you
back,
used Liz's towel, her hair towel.
She was pissed.
She paid like $60
Her horse
for
hair
that
towel?
stupid towel. And you used it to clean up your shit.
I have
and
a
vomit.
question about Liz because maybe I do remember her. Does she walk around with a bag hanging off the back of her ass to catch all her shit when she's walking? And carry people around behind her? Handsome cabs and nobody? I saw one in Seattle
You know
today.
the horses that pull the little
Oh.
buggies in
I get it,
downtown?
but it
What a
wasn't
great
that
fucking
funny.
joke that was just lost.
no, I'm sorry, PJ. If it takes you 3 minutes to get to a joke about a horse,
We got a laugher in the background.
I'm here all week.
oh, jeez, Kelly, clunker.
And PJ's wasn't.
I
My
just want to use the
story.
word clunker.
Nick likes to. No.
Are you gonna go with the embarrassing Kelly story now?
Oh
It's
no.
really not even that embarrassing.
We're still not. We're still not finished. What happened? You used Horseface's towel.
And then
I
left it in
don't
the
remember that
bathroom
part, but the
full of
part
shit.
about the
Yeah.
next day when
what?
I came back, I had already cleaned everything up, but I wanted to go back in the daylight and make sure there wasn't like a gob of shit like sitting in their kitchen that I had missed, and so I just snuck in like, oh, I forgot my Chex Mix or whatever, and then that was it. That was
I
it.
realized I told that
Did
so
you find any shit?
No, there was no shit to be found. I think maybe Liz found
What's the point? How soon after this happened did you admit it to Kelly?
it. Almost immediately.
He told
What's
me
the
he
point? We didn't
vomited,
even
but I
back.
didn't find out until months later that he shit.
Yeah, I like to hold back. I like to unveil the shit thing on people.
But then he just kept telling the shit story over and over and over. I'm pretty sure he told it on stage once when we were karaokeing.
What? That is
You just
so.
really like to tell people that you shit your pants.
You may have noticed that we're not recording this show from Jazz Bones tonight. There is no comedy show. We're not doing our bits of business in between bands. I thought it was because we kind of chickened out of it. I know I chickened out. You told me about it, on like a Monday or something?
Yeah, well, I first heard about it like right before we recorded the last one.
Yeah.
And so I had an email exchange with the guy that MCs and had told us that
That
he wanted us
MCs
to
at
do
Jazz
it.
Bones.
And so we went back and forth a little bit, and I was just trying to flesh out like how much time we'd have on stage.
Right.
And he never got back to me.
Because we weren't sure if it was going to be like a live podcast. It turned out it was going to be like in between bands performing.
And what would we have done? Like,
Oh, it would have been bad. With no preparation.
and plus, it's just.
Let's be honest right now. It's 3 a.m. and we're still recording.
I know. It takes us a long time to apply ourselves.
Just to get our equipment hooked in properly every
Yeah,
week.
I know.
But I mean, I was really excited. I was telling everyone at work, "Oh, I'm going to do this." I told my
I was
boss,
excited
she
right
got the day
when
off for me.
I was told about it. Like I was like, "Oh, that's really cool. That'll
then
get
just
our name
immediate
out
terror.
there." Yeah, and
Yeah.
then just not being able to plot out anything. And then so I could have written him back and been like, "Hey, is this happening or not?" But by that time, we both kind of mutually decided that there's no way in fucking hell we were going to do
You
it.
and I, yeah. But see, I thought we were going to have to bail on the guy and cancel out, but it turns out he didn't want us anyway.
No, I know.
This
I
guy
wonder-
has not listened.
No.
That was in one of the emails. He said, "Oh, I've never listened, but I'm sure you're good."
I know, I was so flattered
may
when I
have
got the first
listened.
email. because it was like, hey, I thought you guys could do your show. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He listens. He likes what he hears. He wants us to do it on stage.
Yeah.
But really, he's just like, I'm fucking, I need something.
Yeah.
I had a band cancel on me.
And he fully admitted, I haven't heard the show, but knowing you, it's probably good or something like that. But maybe, is it possible that he heard it and decided...
Like, what impression have I made on that guy where he's like, I don't know what you're doing, but it's fucking gold.
I don't know.
Pot together and took that one picture that he still has on his MySpace.
Oh, yeah. He loves that picture, as do I. I look so fucking...
When you smoke pot with him, do you smoke his pot or your pot?
That particular time, whose pot was it? This goes... I've always smoked pot with a guy like twice.
They're real cheap. And by they, I'm referring to him and my ex-boyfriend who lived together at the time.
Kelly, get closer to the mic.
And,
It sounds like some
Let's make sure, just in case we miss this, this guy, this son of a bitch, lives with your ex-boyfriend,
Or did. I'm not sure that they live together anymore. I don't think they do.
and he's a cheapo, huh?
We're not
Yeah.
going to give the ex-boyfriend's name. I
No.
shouldn't think. But PJ.
Yeah.
Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell.
I think Mark Paul Gosselaar. I think Zach. His name is Zach. Continue, Kelly.
Got it.
So I distinctly remember we going there, and you smoked a little bit of his pot, and then basically they were like, "So you're gonna bring out your own or leave?" Is basically how it went.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming back to me now.
I gotta admit, I have no interest in hanging out with this guy. It's not gonna get me
What
high.
else happened that night? I think this was that night. They had a pretty extensive DVD collection, and it's like 2 in the morning at this point, and we're all just smoking his pot. And then one of them suggests that we watch Magnolia,
Wow.
which is 3.5 hours.
That's a
and,
commitment.
like a bummer of a movie to watch when you're stoned, especially.
And I just wanted to leave because that guy, Mark Paul Gosselaar, was there.
Zach Italian. Yeah. That's what I call him.
And I don't know why we ended up there that night anyway.
I don't know either. It seems weird to me now. Anyway, Culver.
Wow. Mr.
Edit,
X.
snip. Cut.
So what? Did he flaked out? Or is that the end of the story, and is this another fucking 2-minute segment?
No,
Unplanned Brotherhood.
It's his personality, and he is self-admittedly a flake. He is the biggest flake you could ever meet.
But you say it, and that makes it okay. I don't really.
No,
get
it
that.
doesn't. I think it's bullshit. I think people that use that as
But not to sound like, oh, we wouldn't have done it anyway. We really had decided we can't do this, right?
And maybe at some point in our careers, I like to call it a career now.
Yeah, we're well on our way, that's for sure.
Yeah, we dropped a lot more money on equipment today that didn't even fucking work. by
Yeah,
the
that's
way.
true. We spent some money on equipment. We should have a third microphone instead of guests sharing the microphone.
I
But
was so excited because of all the dials with our new, what's it called even?
it's a mixer. It's something that we're returning tomorrow.
It's just too complicated.
If anyone knows about this stuff, please email us at
They
planbrotherhood.com.
won't,
Yeah, I know they fucking won't. Who would? What is Mr. X going to email us? We got another show going on, buddy. Yeah, I'll be waiting. I'll be holding my fucking breath. I don't want to do your show.
and all those drug dealers with their pagers.
But all I
Kelly, you can't just mutter a joke.
I'm sorry.
That doesn't make sense to anybody. You gotta
But-
tell the whole
what
backstory.
was it a racist joke?
No, it's good.
Drug
He-
dealers and pagers.
He does
Going back
the
to
I picture
this
black guy.
gentleman.
Mr. X. He does the opening bits every Tuesday for their
Don't
comedy
you fucking
night.
point at me.
For their comedy night.
And every night, every Tuesday night, he will ask individuals to turn off their cell phones and then make some random joke
No, he-
about drug dealers with pagers.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Pagers jokes.
Pagers
In the
jokes.
21st century, we're in
Wow.
now.
Wow, that's rough.
And not just sometimes, every Tuesday.
What if
Does he tell the same joke every time, like our waiter
He's
tonight?
just a big cuddly
Yes.
teddy bear. God, I love that man.
He's a nice guy, and please invite us again, you fucking dipshit.
Margaret, if you
You
don't
cheat.
mind getting in front of a mic for a second, this man that we're talking about, you dated him maybe once or two. He doesn't listen to the show. We can talk about it, or you don't want to at
He's
all.
a long hair, no?
He's a long hair, yeah.
Just one date, not dated. We
Yeah.
went on one date.
Why only one date? Was that your decision or his?
Mine, definitely.
Did he put out?
I didn't put out.
He certainly
Oh.
tried all
A
that.
girl with convictions. I like it. I like it.
Yeah,
Ha-
that is a turn.
So Kelly and Margaret, you guys know Nick really well. How do you think that night would have gone?
What night? What are we talking
night?
about?
What?
Had we hosted Jazz Bones.
Oh, I told Nick from the start it was going to go badly. I said don't do it.
Yeah,
For
thanks
one,
for that.
Do you think he would have shit his pants like hosting a Doug Benson screening?
yes. Yes, I do.
You think he would have shit his pants
He would have
again?
drank a shit ton, smoked a bunch of pot, begged someone to go on stage with him other than you.
Okay. I was gonna say, I hope I was
loser,
invited.
and I, for one, am sick of it. I
I
do a lot
like
of
it.
good things.
Margaret, how do you think Nick would have
Charity
done?
events.
Fair.
Right.
I think that he could have pulled it out if he could have contained his drinking.
Really?
Wow.
But for one,
Nothing's loosies the goosies more than just a couple beers, you know?
I know, but then he would have ended up
It
shitting
makes
his
me
pants
weird. It
outside. I
makes me
mean,
weird
he needs
sometimes,
to.
By weird, I mean shitting my pants.
That's a problem.
and honestly, who wants to watch people recording a podcast?
I know. Can I say, as someone who's now spent a total of probably about 9 hours watching you guys
We
film,
would have been forced to do it.
Bitch.
We would have been forced to do it on the fly.
that would
I
have
was-
maybe it would have been better, like putting you
Yeah.
guys in those pressure moments.
Maybe it would
Yeah,
have been a little
maybe.
more
Or
scripted.
maybe
We
or-
could have gotten this
Fucking
fucking
terrible.
done, and I'm not gonna get a half hour's sleep.
I hate Nick. Is that good to start with? There was something that happened in the news this week, PJ, that I don't think you're aware of. Somehow, I think you're the only person, at least in North America, if not the world, that's not aware of this.
Okay, you're building it up a little
But
big. Yeah.
it's true. I'd like to read this to you, though, if I may.
Okay.
Try not to throw up at any point.
No,
because
no,
we're
no,
sitting
no,
on
no
this
spoilers,
close
no
to-
spoilers. Yeah.
It's not. Sorry. Okay. I'm going to be Nick now. Could you talk louder into the microphone? Police charge 40-year-old man in bus beheading.
Oh man.
This sounds like Paranoid Park.
Dude, I'm just reading the
I
way
know,
it was
it's a
written,
dead giveaway. They
okay?
shouldn't
I'm
have started
sorry.
it with that
well,
sentence.
just let me finish.
It's already ruined.
No,
I
it's
know
not,
where it
because there's
is.
some detail
If
here.
you've seen Sleepy Hollow, you have an idea.
Look, even if I had not read the title, the first sentence is also a dead giveaway. Police charged a suspect Friday with unpremeditated murder in the horrific stabbing, beheading, and gutting of a fellow bus
Oh,
passenger.
see, I didn't know about the gutting.
Yes, returning from home from a carnival. Interesting, carnival in Western Canada.
So far, not so bad.
What are you talking
It
about?
happened.
Read that last paragraph again for
No,
PJ.
no,
He was
no,
gutted.
no. There's more
God.
detail.
In 7, they cut the guy's eyes out.
Yeah, that was a movie. This is real life. This was on a Greyhound in Canada.
Vince Weiguang Lee, 40. Sorry about the butchering of that name there. Of Edmonton faces a charge of second-degree murder, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police announced. The victim was 22 years old, police said. Friends identified him as Tim McLean, a happy-go-lucky young man who was returning
really?
home to Winnipeg from a job as a carnival worker in Edmonton. And if I may interject, I find it entertaining that he's a carny, yet it's some crazy fucking psycho on a Greyhound that fucking does this to him, not one of his fellow psycho crazy carnies, which carnies do have a reputation for being. Sorry, I'm done now.
You had a lot to say on the carnies thing.
I work,
I
yeah.
used to work with a carny.
Yeah.
He had very small hands.
Was that his act? Like,
He did say
he
this
was
is
a
a
miniature
freak show.
hands.
His small hands were an act.
This is where it gets good, guys. According to reports, McLean had been listening to music and texting friends and family, his cheek pressed against the window of the bus, when his assailant struck suddenly, stabbing him repeatedly in the chest with a, quote, big Rambo knife, end quote.
Whose quote is that?
It does not say.
I
A
feel
Canadian. Quit reading over my shoulder. The other 34 passengers and the driver were jolted by, quote, blood-curdling screams, end quote, and fled, bracing the door on their way out to trap the assailant inside the bus. Witness Garrett Catton told public broadcaster CBC. I guess that's a Canadian version of the BBC. He must have stabbed him 50 or 60 times.
I don't think that's what that is at all.
Greatest joke in the world.
It
Oh, was
wasn't
that a joke?
No.
Thank God.
The Legend of Zorro had been playing on television screens on the bus as dusk approached, and
I'm
passengers.
sorry, wait.
This is 1998.
Yeah, no, The Legend of Zorro. You did hear correctly.
That's the movie I'm thinking it is, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
And it's no surprise that the passengers had begun to doze off, it says here.
Wow.
The victim's father
Awfully
told
loud commentary.
CBC he had received a text message from his son as the bus was leaving Brandon for the last leg of his 600-kilometer, 370-mile journey, asking if he could stay a night.
This is taking forever.
You can
Get
edit
to the
out the
good-
parts you don't want.
Just get
We
to the
don't
good
edit.
stuff.
We don't
No, yeah. We don't edit.
Okay, the suspect, described as a large man wearing sunglasses, had been on the bus for only an hour and did not sit near McLean at first. During a stop, the suspect smoked a cigarette. You can't trust smokers.
I smoked a cigarette since you started reading this.
You asked me to... No, not you. Nicholas asked me to do this. And during a stop, the suspect smoked a cigarette and then moved to the back of the bus to find an empty seat next to McLean, stowing his bags in an overhead bin. Half an hour later, he struck. The bus driver, hearing screams, pulled to the side of the road and opened the door. Let me skip to the good part. I have
That's
to
what
skip
I
to the more
suggested
technical.
3 minutes
We should
ago.
have skipped to the good
I
part.
don't...
From the get
It's on BlackBerry. It's not like I have a printed out version that I
Well,
can
somebody
look
should have been
at.
more prepared.
Seriously, can I
Yeah,
go smoke a
Nicholas.
cigarette? Keep reading. I see where the story's going.
Let's just stop this all and start over then.
No,
this
I
wasn't
love it.
even my
Oh, are you
idea.
kidding me? We weren't kidding about the night.
How about we turn this into an interview? Margaret, how do you feel about losing half our listeners? Forever.
From what I hear, that may have already been happening.
Our downloads were a little low.
They have
Two inside.
they have stuff
Let's
here
see.
about grandmothers being knocked to the floor. Is
Okay,
that
why haven't we
interesting?
finished the story?
Oh, you know,
No,
it reminds me
no.
of a good story. I had to go to the post office to pick something up from the IRS because they sent me a special letter.
Did somebody saw somebody else's head off at the post office?
Please.
Because that's the end of the story that
Please.
you wouldn't let us
Okay,
fucking
wait,
finish.
here, let me read this little end real quick. Okay.
I have such a great story.
The gist of it is
I can tell that you
this.
do.
The bus driver realizes what the fuck is happening, stops the bus, gets out, and they trap the guy in there. When they come back to check on him later, they return and find the attacker cutting the guy's head off and gutting him, and that's a quote. While we were
So
watching...
funny. Quit laughing.
This is also a quote. While we were watching, he calmly walked up to the front of the bus with the head in his hand and the knife, just calmly staring at us, and dropped the head right in front of us.
PJ, you don't seem fazed by this story at all.
How interesting.
Well,
This
How is that not
the most
interesting?
gruesome, greatest story I've ever heard in my life.
I
Fuck
don't-
you. That's all I,
I
had
loved
to bring to
I,
the
I
table.
loved the reading of it. This story was built up way too much, obviously. Can I tell my story with very little build up?
Yeah.
I was at the post
I'm
office.
sure you'll knock it out of the park.
A
buddy.
lady who definitely has grandkids because she was old stepped out of her really big truck and she fell straight on her head. And then I stepped over her to keep on walking because I did not feel like helping. And then her husband yelled at me
What?
because I stepped over her.
I gotta be
instead of
honest with you, I
helping.
tuned out. How does the money tree one go?
Oh.
That fucking creepy caterpillar.
I know a guy that used to be hired as an actor to dress up like the Money Tree Caterpillar for Money Tree events.
And
That was
then,
the
like,
extent
hand
of
out
his
flyers
acting
and
career.
stuff?
Pretty much. I think it was when they would have like corporate like Money Tree CEOs come meet in a Las Vegas hotel or something like that. He'd go out there and walk around handing out whore pamphlets dressed up as the Money Tree Caterpillar. I fucking love Money Tree. Money
still-
Tree and Check into Cash.
And
They really get you
I
out
could
of
name like
bounds.
4 others that I was personally involved with.
Oh, I can name you some that I still owe money
Check
to, my friend.
Masters, Advance America,
Ace Checking.
Ace
Ace.
Check, and Cash Check and Express.
Check into Cash gave me the most, which was like $5.75 every
Oh,
week.
I could get the full. I could get the full.
Man,
Yeah.
I don't know how much you have to pay back on that. 1,000,
No.
15 per 100,
Se-
90,
so
105,
7 was like
805.
$7.95, right?
805, I believe.
Yeah, 805 is be 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's wrong. I never paid $8.05. That would be ridiculous.
Well, the point is you're going there to pay back a loan, and you immediately have to reloan just so you can go pay all the other
Yeah,
loan
I was
places.
in at, how many was it, Margaret? Like 5 at a time?
5 at one time.
Yeah, and...
Margaret's nodding yes. Very,
5 different
very radio
locations.
friendly.
Yeah. And I don't drive, so, like, I gotta walk to all these places. And it's just...
I remember having to drive to. Oh, it was such a hassle. I so hated payday.
Yeah, me too. I
Fucking
payday
dreaded it.
because all of it's going towards that. And then what little money you have left over, you gotta have cigarettes and the
Yeah,
top ramen.
exactly. It's a sick world.
Yeah, and I'm out of it now.
Oh yeah.
And
So
I'm
why-
out of it forever.
Why would you need to get them at 5 different locations?
Because you loan out at one, and then you blow that money. And
It
then
always
you gotta
starts
loan
out
at
for something
another.
stupid.
Like, they don't cross-reference to make sure that you're not doing it in
Uh,
another place.
No, I
No,
understand
they
that.
do.
But if you're allowed $700 at one, and you go get $700 at another, how are you even going to afford to pay that back?
Well,
that's the rub.
That's where they get. That's the rub.
You end up getting $1,000 paycheck going and just paying the fees and reloaning at all these places. You've got like $100 left, and then you know that next week it's all going to be the exact same fucking thing.
It
again.
really made me sick inside.
Yeah.
I had a hard time sleeping.
It's disgusting.
I remember that.
And they
Yeah.
do cross reference a little because one time I had them out at so many. I tried to get one at another one just so I could buy some fucking food.
Yeah.
And they said no because I had too many out at other places.
How did
and
they know?
The gentleman gave me a stern talking to about how these are not to be abused.
Oh yeah. Even
Those
on the
fucking
Money Tree commercials,
assholes.
what is that little disclaimer they put at the end?
I don't know.
Use short-term
responsibly.
credit responsibly.
Yes. of
Because
course
we
I will.
charge
Of
a
course I
million
will.
% a week.
But, you know, they show that cute little girl sitting on that couch and how convenient
And they
it is.
show the people in the checkout line
Yeah.
doing the check sign with their finger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the check
Check
into
into
cash.
cash.
It's like,
Check
oh
into
no,
Yeah.
It's
the engine
only-
exploded in my car, and I don't get paid until Friday.
But you know, you feel like them. Like the first time I got the loan, I was like, "This is the greatest fucking place ever! I can't believe this. They're giving me money.
I
Fucking
specifically remember when you
$45 for
told me about Money
300.
Tree and how it
Oh,
worked. You're like, oh, payday loans, I love you.
yeah. Oh my God,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are life fucking ruiners.
Yeah, and then you know what I hate also is when you go into those places, and it's already humiliating enough, especially when they get to know your face, like,
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah, and they're ready
and
for
they're
it.
so fucking nice at Money Tree, like they think
Money
they're doing
Tree,
you a favor.
well,
They're
no,
being so
that
friendly.
doesn't bother me, because the other ones are sleazier. Money Tree, at least, they try to be nice.
They're legit.
Yeah, they are nice.
I don't like the
but I
ones
don't
where you go
wanna
in there and
fucking-
they fucking judge you, like they're better than you.
Yeah, that's rough.
I hate it.
Even now,
I,
when people
I make
at
more
work,
than them hourly. It's just that I've fucked
you're
myself
in this
over.
rut.
Yeah,
You just gotta buy more pot than they do.
I have a better job than you.
People at work, they tell me about how they have to go pay off their payday loans, and I say, do what I do and just
Really?
fucking skip town.
That's not something I talk to people about except for close friends because
Well,
it's real
people bring it up
embarrassing.
just real randomly, like I've got to go pay my
Close
payday
friends
loan.
or podcast.
And Kelly, correct me if I'm wrong, but you like the Money Tree pins. Like you're not embarrassed to keep a Money Tree pin around.
Oh, in the restaurant
You like the way
industry,
that they write,
those
right?
money pins are always around. I fucking hate those money tree pins.
Me too. Only
Are you
because
talking
they
about the
remind me
one
of my failures.
with the wire clips? Yes,
Yes.
those wire clips fall off all the time. My daughter eats them.
I
She
don't
went into a
generally
coma twice.
have a million of those pens laying around, but when they are, they're decent pens.
No, it's just embarrassing.
And they're blue ink.
Let me write
it's
a bad check
childish.
with my
I'm a
Money
blue
Tree
inker.
pin.
You're a blue inker.
Yeah.
You're a green inker tonight.
This is Andy's crossword pen.
Oh, green ink on a crossword puzzle. I don't like it. It's
Have we talked
juvenile.
about who Andy is? The guy that auditioned for Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still waiting on that call.
Smartest
Do you think the
guy
call
I've ever
comes
known.
from Alex Trebek? That'd be awesome.
I doubt it.
What if it came from Merv Griffin from
He
Beyond?
did meet Kelly the Clue Girl though while he was auditioning.
Is
Who
she
is
the
Kelly,
blonde
the
one?
Clue
The
girl?
Oh, the Asian. She's cute. I like the blonde one, too. What's her name? Sammy?
Oh, are these the
I know.
on location people? Am I a part of this show? Quit staring
I'm
into
sorry,
each other's
thank you.
eyes and acknowledge me. Margaret, how are you?
Fabulous.
Kelly said Margaret looked like Molly Shannon today, and Margaret was not happy.
She could not look more offended.
Such a cute girl, that Molly Shannon.
I think so.
Hey, I
don't
got
know why you think
a
it's
question.
bad thing.
Was everyone offended by our waiter at dinner tonight?
Which,
I
Remind me
was
what-
not.
when he made some comment, my bitch of a wife was offended. we're sitting there. Well, she had meant to order a baked potato, got French fries instead, so she ordered another baked potato
And more bread.
and more bread. Our daughter was eating the bread, and he said, "Anything else I can get you that would make the starving kids in Ethiopia jealous?" But to me, that wasn't a dig. That seemed to me like a really practiced line that he says.
Yeah, but
It
it's,
totally went
it's
over
off
my
color
head.
either
I
way.
didn't even
I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm offended by everything, and I didn't find that offensive.
No, me neither.
So only your wife. is
He was
No,
like
Rex
this
was
edgy guy.
highly
was highly
offended.
offended.
Was he really?
Yeah,
And Andy
highly.
even said, who's not really offended by anything, but he said I could see where.
Yeah. It's definitely like
Wasn't there
an
some, like-
And
edgy
didn't
thing
he say
to
fuck
say.
in front of us too?
Yes.
At one point.
Did he say fuck?
Yeah, I can't
I
remember
didn't hear
what.
that.
I
It was right
probably
when he
let
was
He was
that.
behind
Mr.
you
Cool.
and
He bothered me as a whole with his fucking hair, and he thought he was so awesome. I want to tell you, I used to work at the fucking Outback. I grew out of that. How old are you?
We always start these stories without referencing the restaurant, and you're like, "Fuck Olive Garden." Fuck Outback.
I mean it, guys. Fuck Olive Garden. Please stop eating.
Really, fuck any restaurants that start with O.
Yeah. And not to mention, I'm here in
I'm trying to think of
Seattle.
one other one. I can't.
Ozeki's? Oh, that's a Yakima reference. Sorry, guys.
Boy.
Ooh.
I was promised I would not have to eat chain restaurant food today. You fuckers, I am here, and I'm in a sentence.
It was your wife's suggestion.
I know. She's the one that had to promise me that we wouldn't eat at a chain restaurant place, especially one that I ate at every day for 3 years. Oh, and by the way, you guys all order your steaks medium well. That really angers me.
Why? Why medium well?
I almost ordered a steak just so I can order it rare, and I would have been like really rare. I would have made that great joke everyone at Outback
Cut
makes.
it off the cow and serve it to me.
Is that it? Is that the one?
I was gonna say just slap its ass and put it on the plate or something like that.
That's gross.
I couldn't remember the joke the second I started telling it. Right before I knew what I was gonna say. It's in the trailer for Happy Texas.
Wow. I'm totally.
I also worked at a video store. Fuck movies and more.
Hey, remember when you worked at the video store and you could do your employee of the week or month picks?
Oh yeah, I don't remember any movies I ever picked.
I remember that you did a Gary Busey marathon. You suggested people rent Point Break
Uh-huh.
and then whatever other movie.
The Buddy Holly story?
Point Break's the only one that matters. Oh yeah, Buddy.
No, they would have to be like really shitty. Maybe Lethal Weapon.
Was he in this?
Yeah, he was in the first one. He played Joshua. He was the bad guy.
Okay.
Anything else anybody wants to say, Nick?
You go.
Oh, we're having fun here.
Thanks for coughing AIDS all over the microphone. Always a pleasure.
Enough with the AIDS
You
jokes.
got more of these.
Everybody shut up, please. I need
Don't
to
say
manage
enough with AIDS.
Moment of silence for
AIDS
the
is
Canadian
wonderful.
beheaded man. Should we end with that?
Can we get back to that, PJ? That should have made a bigger impression on you. I hope we do use that first part. In fact, let me start this one right again.
So
I am
there's a
so
guy
unimpressed by
with
this
no
fucking
head.
Canadian.
How can you not be impressed by that story?
Some guy cut off his head, right?
Sawed off his head like
I
completely.
guarantee you, Gary Busey has done that in some movie.
But we're not talking movie. We're talking real life.
I'm desensitized.
No, that would fucking freak you out.
Desensitized till he's the one standing.
Yeah,
with
if
the
I
guy
saw
with
it, that
the
would freak
head.
me out.
Yeah.
If I saw the guy that got
Can't
his
you visualize it?
no, not yeah, because I've seen it.
I got shivers.
Someone name a movie
I got
where someone
shivers when
gets
I did that.
beheaded.
Sleepy Hollow. I already made that joke.
Oh, okay, good one.
It was a good one. You, shut up.
I believe it got exactly the same response.
Somebody out there is really gonna appreciate that joke.
Anybody else? Anybody else got anything to say about payday loans?
Oh yeah, fuck.
They're magical.
There was a.
But it's the only
Oh, yeah.
loan that
They're-
I
they're
know
doing
all
me
the
a
terms
service.
of.
You know, there was that whole thing about how they tried to shut the operation down.
Well, they now offer payment plans for repayment.
Oh yeah, I've also done the payment plans through them, which is cool. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
hey, we're
I skipped town. They mailed me court dates, and I didn't show up.
so what
Down
happens
for
with that?
$700.
I don't know. I live.
You just
in,
don't answer your phone.
I don't even live in fear anymore. It's been so long, I kind of completely forgot about it.
Well, it's good that we're talking about
Yeah,
this.
it's been years, so I think they would have caught me by
7
now.
years.
That's how I feel about a lot of my days.
It has not been 7 years, but I am counting down the
After
days.
7 years.
Yeah, I'm ready.
7 years?
No longer.
That's
eligible
bankruptcy.
to,
Oh, no, I think...
when a debt's been 7 years or older, they can no longer collect on it.
I thought it was even shorter than that.
This is a bummer of a conversation.
I apologize.
No,
I need to collect some jokes from that side of the table. Some funniness. Wow. Kelly, I'm just not funny, am I? You type that I'm funny.
Is that a joke?
Yeah, that was a joke. That's my process. I saw a trailer for the movie The Rocker for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about
Actually, it wasn't a trailer. It was a
that.
TV
Oh, are we
spot.
recording?
Within the first 5 seconds of the TV spot, Rainn Wilson gets hit in the nuts with something.
Yep.
Do you want to see this movie, Nick? Am I shitting on a movie you want to see?
No, not at all. In fact, I only saw the first trailer for it yesterday when I saw Step Brothers, which was, you know what? Roger Ebert gave it like 1.5 stars, and he's like, his point with this movie was, why do all comedies have to be so mean-spirited?
Is that what he said to you after you sucked him off?
He did. The man is dying. Have some respect.
I am so ready for him to die.
What?
He'll restart the new string of celebrity deaths. It totally stopped. There was everybody.
What, Heath Ledger?
Yeah, and
there's been
who
several
since then?
Heath Ledger.
Tim Russert. Well, that happened.
Tim Russer.
Tim
Tim Russer
Russert.
ended it.
Did you cry when Tim Russert died?
No,
I
I didn't give
did.
a fuck.
I was touched. Oh, man, I saw it on the MSN thing there.
I will admit that some people like giving his eulogy might have made me
Little dusty-eyed PJ?
upset a little.
Oh.
I was a Tim Russert fan, so it hit me pretty hard.
I didn't know who he was.
But there have been several deaths since then.
Estelle Getty.
Think since
We already talked
Estelle
about that.
Getty.
Last week.
We lost a friend.
I know.
Thank you for being.
Yeah,
a
Kelly's
friend.
fucking MySpace status. What was it?
Thank you.
Kelly
for-
thanks you for being a friend. R.I.P. Miss
Oh, I
Getty.
saw that. That's
That's where I learned the news.
That touched me more than anything about Tim Russert dying. Was
I
your
was a big
MySpace
Golden
It
status?
moved me
Girls
the way
fan.
Schindler's List moved me
I
the first
felt-
time I saw it.
I needed
Just
a
kidding, I
little
never
shout-out.
saw that. That looks boring.
Yeah.
Black and white. Sorry, Kelly, were you saying something?
No.
I do this thing where I
Oh,
mumble and I mumble and I mumble.
we know. Hey, did you know that they were all older? All the Golden Girls were older than Estelle Getty.
PJ.
I know. You know why I know?
Why?
I listened to Planned Brotherhood.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank
That's
you.
that's one of our guests that listens to Planned Brotherhood.
One out of the two, not bad.
Planned Brotherhood.
Wow.
Thank you. Did you throw in PlannedBrotherhood.com?
I didn't think you had that up and running yet.
Oh, it's there, and we also have email addresses on there. Not that anyone would know.
Let's not even give it. Nobody gives a shit.
That's true.
Oh, until we do contest at Planned Brotherhood. I'll tell you what, the first one to email me at contest at Planned Brotherhood,
Gets a beach towel?
I will personally MySpace you a really, really funny comment. I'm talking
from
hilarious. The zingers. I should write it tonight because I'm
And
so
are you
on
going to
tonight.
personalize it? Like make it about them?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
have
will.
to.
Wait, is it? What is the first person to what?
I don't know. What
It will have no less than 4 curse words in it.
Oh.
Explain the
It
rules.
will have no less than 4 different curse words in the comment.
Okay. Do
You
you know
know-
which for?
No.
It's going to come to you when
I'll
you
think
read
of
it.
it. Depends on who writes it. Contest
there
at
was that one,
plannedbrotherhood.com.
Who? Which guy?
Comedian. The
Oh yeah, I've heard of.
George Carlin.
I've heard of
George Carlin
comedians.
stinks.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
George
yeah.
Carlin
Dead.
died.
Really?
Yeah.
PJ.
I didn't know
PJ.
You
that.
guys had a little spot about it.
That was the lamest joke you could have done.
Oh man. I didn't know.
I'm so fucking on tonight.
You really lost
Everyone
it.
is in for a treat.